I want to start today's video with an example to make most sense and drive home the concept of what we're going to be talking about today. We've got Sheldon and we've got Tom. Now, both of them are the exact same person, essentially. They've got $10,000 to spend on a car. They both have, wives, they live in a house, blah, 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 blah. Same. Now, here's the thing. Sheldon, on the other hand, looks at it and he says, I need to get a car. The old wifey wants me to get something that's safe and reliable and practical. We can put groceries in. Maybe one day in 5 years we could have kids and put them in it too. The first thing we can assume from this scenario is that Sheldon has lost his ball sack. He has decided to go out, he gets a Honda Odyssey for 10 grand. Meanwhile, Tom goes out, he watches this video, he does his research, and he finds the top 5 sports cars for under $10,000, and he goes and gets himself a sports car that he can begin modding and enjoy driving instead of driving a fucking Honda Odyssey like Sheldon. Be Tom in this situation. I will not have the viewers of my channel, my loyal subscribers, be driving around in freaking Honda Odysseys because they've lost their ball sack. No, we're going to get sports cars, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about today, is the top 5 sports cars you guys can get for under $10,000. Let's get right into it. First car on our list is going to be the N54 335i, so the 06 to 10 335i. These cars are known for being highly moddable and an amazing tuner car. They've got just tons and tons of mods you can do. You can do upgraded turbos, you can do a big single turbo. They look amazing, they sound amazing like that. There's wide body kits, M3 conversions, wings, wheels, everything. And there's a big community behind them, and as they've gotten cheaper, the parts have also gone down as well. So you can realistically get one of these for under, well under $10,000. Maybe it's gonna have a lot of miles on it, but then you can have the rest of the money to mod the car and make good power. Like you're talking with bolt-ons, these cars can make well over 400 wheel horsepower like that, which is awesome. Now, here's the big trade-off. If you know 335i's, or if you don't, the thing to know is they are terribly unreliable. Like they are known for being very unreliable. Not necessarily the motor, but everything around it. There's a lot of stuff that tends to go wrong. I've actually got a list because there's hard to remember everything. So high pressure fuel pump failure, turbocharger failure, wastegate rattle, leaky fuel injectors, leaking boost / charge pipe failure, valve cover oil leak, carbon buildup, Vanos solenoids, and water pump failure. That's just the top 8. Thanks to BMWtuning.co for that list. So the trade-off is, yes, you've got a super tunable platform with a ton of mod options in a car that's well under $10,000. But you're gonna have to, you might end up spending a lot of that money on maintaining it. But at the end of the day, do not let that push you away from a 335i. They can make great power and can be really fun tuner cars, especially for under $10,000. The next car on the list is ye old Freedom Rocket, the trusty, reliable Corvette. We're specifically talking about the C5 with the LS1 in it. This car only weighs 3,300 pounds, under 3,300 pounds, came with 345 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque powered by that LS1. Now, if you can get past the fact that it's kind of like a grandpa car in a way, it's like the grandpa vet. There's a bunch of people that have done the grandpa vet stuff on them. You're gonna have an amazing car that can make good power. You can do burnouts in, you can get a manual automatic. You can just have a ton of fun in. In this car, I'm not a big 0 to 60 guy, but this car can do 0 to 60 in about 4.5 seconds, and that's due to the weight and the power that it makes. And when you think about all of that put together, that is an amazing first sports car platform to start with. You can build motor, all motor, supercharger twins. There's so much you can do with these old C5 vets, and they're cheap, and the parts for them are cheap as well, which makes it a no-brainer. The big downside about this car is you're gonna look like a grandpa that cashed out his grandkids' college fund just to have fun in this baby for a while. All jokes aside, this car is an amazing combination of power, performance, and modability all put together for a good, affordable price, under $10,000. LS1, C5 vet, easy decision. Are you a new YouTuber? Do you want to enter the drift scene? Have you been telling people that you've been watching TJ Hunt from the beginning? Then the 350Z is the perfect car for you. There is a reason, all jokes aside, that these things are so freaking popular. It's like the jack of all trades. It can be a daily, it can be a stance car, it can be a show car, a drift car, a race car, a full track car, a drag car. There is so many things the 350Z can do. This car's combination of mods galore, a huge community and following, and cheap and affordable parts is the reason this car is a no-brainer for this list. The car is well under 10K. There's tons of them out there. It ran from 2002 to 2009. And the biggest, like one of the most common complaints, aside from oil consumption, is just that the interior materials don't have the best durability. So if you're looking to mod the car out and do a bunch of stuff with the interior, you're gonna end up replacing a lot of that anyways. So the 350Z is such an easy car for this list, and plus you can you can become a YouTuber that way. It's time for the ultimate dadmobile of the list, the E55 Amg. This car comes with a supercharged V8 making 459 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque. This car is a freaking sleeper because if you see it out, it really does look like a dadmobile, but with some exterior mods, you can end up looking like the most badass dad ripping around town in his E55 Amg that can run low tens. Now, here's the thing. This is the car that Sheldon should have ended up with. The E55 comes with a bulletproof AMG motor, 4 doors, and the ability to run low tens with just mods. Like just some mods on the car, it can run low tens. And it's probably the most luxurious car on the list for under 10K. So you're gonna get all that luxury, 4 doors, and the ability to run low tens and drive people around with you. And a bulletproof car. Some common issues are intercooler pump, crankshafts, and the crankshaft sensor. Like those are the extent of the common issues on this car. So it's an extremely well-built, bulletproof car, making it an easy addition for this list, especially with having 4 doors. The final car on the list is one of my personal favorites due to the AP1's 9K redline, the AP2's 8.2K redline, the reliability, modability, timeless design, and just overall presence and cult following of this car. It's the Honda S2000, guys. These things are so badass. I can't even make jokes on this car. It's just, it is such a unique piece of engineering that we will never see again, most likely. Having that super high red line, being built into a compact, lightweight frame. It's perfect for tracking. There's people that do huge horsepower builds on them. There's people that do full, just like cosmetic show car builds. It's another one of the cars on the list that you can do anything and everything with, and it's just timeless. Or you don't have to do anything. Like you already have that super high red line, so you're gonna have a ton of fun with this car. Some other perks are you're not gonna get made fun of the same way Civic guys get made fun of, even though you're driving a Honda, because everyone loves and respects these things so much. And the main thing I want you guys to take away from this video, if it's anything, is that you don't want to be a Sheldon. You want to be a Tom. You want to go out and you want to get a car for under 10K that's a fun sports car. It's fun to drive every day. You can mod it and you can have fun with it, because there are so many out there that fit into that category. If you are a Tom or a Tomette, you're the perfect fit for the Boost Mob. Please hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 1K subs, and when we get there, I'm gonna do a handstand in this room, and if I'm feeling bold, I might even do it on this chair, because that's what I got to offer. We're not doing giveaways, we're doing handstands.